Welcome to the Ultralight Airplane Workshop. My name is Leon. In this video, we're going to try a little experiment on what to do when you've forgotten to put something in your layup and you've already got your vacuum bag in place. Well, I was doing a vacuum resin infusion layup and I got my vacuum bag in place and I realized I had screwed up. I had forgotten to put my flow media in. Now I pondered trying to rip the vacuum bag off, put the flow media on, and put the vacuum bag back on. But it's quite a bit of work to get that vacuum bag on. So I decided I would try to do a little something different. Now I'd already tried it once before on this same part because I realized my peel ply had gotten bunched up on the corners and I didn't want that. So what I'm going to do to get the flow media in is I'm going to cut a slit in my vacuum bag, insert the flow media, and then put tacky tape over the slit that I've made. So what I'm going to do is the slit is going to be near the exit port, so I only have to push the flow media in one direction, one way. And to make that slit, I'm going to fold my vacuum bag up perpendicular to the slit I want to make, and then I'll make a little cut with the knife where I want the slit to be. And then I'll make the hole just big enough that I can get my flow media and my arm in there to get that flow media where I want it to be. But I made my hole just a little bit too small, so I extended it a little bit more. And I put my flow media in where I wanted it to be, and that worked out pretty well. I could get it pretty much where I wanted it to be. Now the tricky part is trying to get the slit sealed back up. And I chose to try to do tacky tape. The only issue that you have to be careful about when you're using tacky tape to seal up this slit is that you have to get the edges of that slit back fairly close together or even just a little bit overlapping. If you leave just a little bit of a gap between the edges of your slit, that tacky tape, when you pull the vacuum, will get pulled down into your flow media and it'll stop your flow media from working. At the very end of my slit, where I was putting the tacky tape, I had just a little bit of a gap. Now I didn't find that out until I'd already infused the part. Fortunately, since I chose to put this slit near the exit port, it only impeded the epoxy flow right at the very end of the part, and that didn't cause any problems with my part. If I'd had this at the resin input side, it could have caused some resin flow issues. But being out at the exit edge, it worked out okay. So I pulled vacuum on the part. I got a great part. I was very pleased with it. So at least this experiment this one time worked pretty well. Even though it wasn't perfect, it got the job done. I was able to get my part without having to take off the whole vacuum bag and make another vacuum bag. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and this little experiment that I performed. If you want more of these type of videos, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to click that little bell button to get notified when a new video goes up.